I'm here today to talk about OTAs. I come from a background of revenue management with the large casinos in Reno, where I'm based out of. I just joined the timeshare industry about 2 years ago, and it opened up my eyes to a whole new world of revenue streams. So here are the facts. 8.6 billion is the size of our industry. 9.2 million of that is the number of US households that own or lease one or more types of products within the timeshare industry. $20,040 is the average price of a timeshare interval. 79.5 billion is what the US economy was contributed to by the timeshare industry this last year. 10 billion is the amount spent during a timeshare stay interval. 79.9% is the average timeshare occupancy. 10.4 million is the number of nights rented at timeshare resorts. This is from 2016 to 2017. All of my data, just so you know, I did my research again because I presented this at CARE last October, and I reinvigorated my data, so this is all current data. Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me this, Brad. I appreciate it. Yes. Rental revenue increased 5% from 1.8 billion in 2015 to 1.9 billion in 2016. The OTA market is estimated to generate $381 billion globally. That is not including the timeshare piece. That is only on the rental side. OTAs are 50% of the market share in 2017. What does this mean for us? Growth. Intrinsically within our industry, it means we have so much opportunity and so many ways with which we can move along. I implore each of you to speak to your local convention bureaus. I'm bringing you information from mine, from the Reno Tahoe area. We have 16 reporting properties that are in the timeshare side of things within the Reno Tahoe area. Of that, $13,506,000 and 128 was in taxable room revenue in 2011. This is the forecast, and this was from 16 to 17, so they were just finalizing the numbers and putting it out. But I spoke with my market manager at the Reno Sparks Convention Bureau, and these numbers are pretty spot on. So from 16 to 17, we're 14 just in the timeshare piece, 14.3% over prior year. Cash occupied room nights was 6.6% over prior year. The ADR was up 7.2%, which I'm going to talk about the opportunities that we have. Occupancy was up 3.2% over prior year. Now, what does this all mean? I'm going to ask all of you a question. What is a room doing if it's sitting empty? What is it also doing? Not making you any money. We have opportunities left and right. We have opportunities with ADR. We have opportunities with occupancy. We have opportunities with the cash flow to infuse into your properties. I can tell you right now, speaking personally, QM Resorts has 5 properties throughout the Reno Tahoe area. We are remodeling every single one of them right now. Our Thunderbird Resort Club in the Sparks Reno area, we're putting $3.2 million into that. There's some other things, I've spoken with a few of you about it. Some new and cool things coming on board, but we're not quite ready yet to put that out. But those of you who do know about it, we're gonna be having some good times. Now, talking about the OTA world, some of the things I've learned moving from just the retail sector into the timeshare segment of things, we have a lot of opportunities with which to move along. The traditional OTAs, Booking.com, Expedia, Priceline, all those, they're finally realizing and starting to understand the value of what we do and the extra inventory that we have. So they're starting to morph their platforms and move their items over onto our segment to do business with us in a way which we understand. Because a lot of the problem is, as timeshare executives, we don't understand exactly how an OTA works. And their platforms are changing. They've got vacay stay, HomeAway, VRBO. Airbnb has been a huge help to our industry. If all of you don't know, I would recommend doing some research into that. Some of the tools with which you're going to want to familiarize yourself with, you've got your meta search websites. Those are such as tripping.com, Home2Go, Holiday, All the Rooms. And just so you know, if you want a copy of this, these are all timeshare-centric tools right here. They focus on our industry as a whole. You've got the budget aggregators, your housing operators, your channel managers, your GDS, your global distribution system, which is going to help you get your business from across the seas. Now, one of the things that I learned by setting foot into the OTA world on the timeshare side of things was that there wasn't really a plan of action, that nobody really knew what to do or how to do and when to do it. So one of the recommendations that I want to share with you guys is step one, evaluate. You need to look at your inventory, whether it's HOA owned or if you manage it. You need to look at your rules. You need to talk with your owners. You need to look at the cost. Is it really worth leveraging yourself into that position where you're going to have contracts with these OTAs and then have certain room nights that you have to fulfill? The next step is to integrate. You want to research your PMS, your property management system, and see if it is acceptable into channel managers such as TravelClick or SiteMinder. Unfortunately for us as a property, we only had an API into TravelClick, so our hands were kind of tied. We use RCC. I don't know if anybody else in the room uses RCC. It's a great product, but we only had one person with which we could use as a channel manager. I love TravelClick, don't get me wrong, they have a lot of great product, but there's so many different options out there for you guys. Step 3 is to educate. Take it from Aristotle. Tell them what you're gonna tell them, and then tell them what you told them, and then tell them again. Owner rental programs are also a part of this. You have to have the buy-in of everybody. That is how we got our owners to buy into it. We netted $84,000 in our owner rental program with 70 owners in the first rotation of our owner rental program. So let me tell you, they said untie my hands the next year when we started taking applications for the owner rental program. Why does our industry depend upon this for the success? As everybody talked about, millennials, changing demographics. Average timeshare owner demographics. The average age is 47, 6% are college educated, and a lot of this you've heard with some other presentations, but 68% are married, 56 have no children at home, only 56, not 56%, just so you know. The new owners are shifting the needle. 39% are Gen Xers, 30% are millennials. The median age is 39. 42% are African American or Hispanic, and 72% are college educated or higher. The challenges are here, my friends. We have passed incumbency of this issue, and we are well into it. Again, millennial, that's that buzzword at every conference everywhere. The business model, the competition, those are all our challenges, but are they our opportunities? Absolutely, they are our opportunities. Tips and tricks. The benefits to having an OTA integration and having owner rental programs. Conversion. I can tell you right now, our conversion rate for Groupon is tremendous. These Groupon people, they're not the cheapskates that we all think they are. Groupon profiles are actually, they are higher educated. They are not necessarily just looking for a deal, they're looking for the full package. So right now I believe our conversion rate with Groupon is about 56%. Yeah. Owner reduction fees. I came on board in 2015. We haven't had a special assessment or increase in our maintenance fees since then. Upgrades and improvements, as I spoke about earlier, every one of our properties right now is getting an upgrade and is getting remodeled. New revenue streams. You've got resort fees. Right now, my highest resort fee is $25 per night. That's tax inclusive. They get a free movie, a free bike rental, and free Wi-Fi, and they don't complain. Because guess what they're doing at every other hotel they're staying at? Paying a resort fee, and paying parking, and paying a sneezing fee. So if somebody in your town is charging it at their hotel, guess what? You can charge it at your resort for your non-owners. And it is absolutely not price gouging. Housekeeping, cleaning fees, turn down service. One of the things I recommend for you if you do decide to go to the non-owner rental side of things, do not give them their free week cleaning. If they're there for 2 weeks, do it, but charge them. They will pay it, trust me. Early check-in, late checkout, half-day rates, room upgrade fees, additional guest fees, pet fees, parking fees, all kinds of fees. You got a fee, she's got a fee, we all got a fee, and they will pay it. But remember, don't bite off more than you can chew. Do not step or run before you walk. You have to do this right. Take your time. Do it right. Jim says wrap it up. I know Jim's thirsty. I'm almost done, Jim. Work it, work it, work it. And number one, always make sure your owners come first. That's it. Thank you.